Good morning, everybody. Illinois set to take on Ohio State tonight at Assembly Hall. Tip-off at 8 p.m. And the Illini, well, they were back on the practice courts getting ready for the 5th-ranked Buckeyes. And they know they have a tough task at hand tonight. But one area in which Illinois believes is a strength is their ability to close out close games. Just last week, the Illini held on to wins at Northwestern and at home on Saturday against Nebraska. In fact, the Illini have a 5-1 record in games decided in the final few moments. And for Coach Bruce Weber, while it might not always be pretty, getting victories is all that matters.
I'd much rather win by 20, but I'd rather win close than lose. So it's it's all part of the process, and we're 3-1, and we're 14-3, and we've had some injuries, and we've had we have a young group, so it's not perfect or pretty by any means. We have to get better. I'll be the first one to tell you that, but at the same time, it's you got to feel good about some of the things that have happened.
Those games really helps us kind of mature and know what we need to do down the stretch to finish out the games. We won most of the close games so far, so that's just only going to help us for the future.
Every game's different, but at the same time, we find a way to win those games. And I think it's helped build character on this team, and the fact that we're winning them at the end, I think it's going to help us along the way.
And it looks like senior guard Sam Maniscalco will not play in tonight's game against the Buckeyes. Maniscalco has been battling an ankle injury, and freshman point guard Tracy Abrams is likely to start in his place. Now, junior guard DJ Richardson's progressing nicely and likely won't be limited tonight from his wrist injury. With all of the injury concerns, the Illini have relied heavily on center Myers Leonard. Leonard has had a strong campaign, being named Big Ten Player of the Week on 2 separate occasions. But the 7-footer knows he has a big challenge ahead in the form of All-American Jared Sullinger.
It's going to be a big game for us. I think we have a definite chance to win. We got to execute a game plan, come out hard, protect the Hall. They're a great team. There's no doubt about that, but I think we have a chance to win. As far as myself goes, Jared's a great player, one of the best bigs in the country. It's going to be a great matchup for me. It's got to come out focused and ready to play, and we'll see what I can do.
And it's been just over 6 weeks since Ron Zook was fired as head coach of the Fighting Illini, and Zook, well, he may have a new option at hand. According to reports, Zook has emerged as a candidate for the defensive coordinator position on Derek Dooley's staff at the University of Tennessee. The Vols' former defensive coordinator Justin Wilcox left Tennessee for the University of Washington. Now, Zook has stints as a college defensive coordinator with Florida, Kansas, and Cincinnati. He coached defensive backs at Tennessee back in the 1980s. And if you were looking for excitement, well, you probably should have stuck with The Bachelor on ABC, because the BCS title game, well, it's the most riveting championship since Duke Butler. Alabama kicker Jeremy Shelley, the star of the show, with 5 field goals. Trent Richardson, the only touchdown of the night on a 34-yard run. And the Crimson Tide beat LSU 21-0 to win the BCS national championship game. And moving to the NBA, MVP Derrick Rose signing some autographs for kids on the court before taking down the Detroit Pistons. Rose here on the drive to the hoop. The MVP would finish with 22 points in the game. And Rose, he would also have 8 assists here. Carlos Boozer finding Kyle Korver for the corner 3. Chicago would roll to victory. It's a good night for Bulls fans when Brian Scalabrine gets involved in the act. Off the long outlet pass, it's Scalabrine with the jumper. The Bulls move to 8-2 on the season as they blow out the Pistons 92-68. And 2 of the best teams in the Eastern Conference early on this season squaring off as the Pacers travel to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Drew Holiday here with the left hand and the foul. Sixers lead it by 10, but the Pacers would answer back. Paul George on the slam cuts the Sixers lead to 54-51. And Roy Hibbert, well, he would have a big night for Indiana. 2 of his 19 points in the game coming up right here as he goes above with the hook shot over Spencer Hawes. But it was too much Philadelphia in this one. Illinois State alum Doug Collins picks up his 5th straight win as the Sixers win it by 10, 96-86. And one final note, former Cincinnati Reds shortstop Barry Larkin, the only player elected to the class of 2012 for the Baseball Hall of Fame. And of course, we'll have full highlights and coverage of tonight's big Illinois game against the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's it for sports. Have a great day, everybody.